Raising $100,000 from friends and family sounds like a dream, until someone's cousin wants their money back and you realize you never had a real agreement. This is one of the most common, most misunderstood, and most legally treacherous moves in all of real estate investing, and we need to talk about it right now. Every single day, well-meaning investors shake hands with their uncle over a kitchen table, collect a check, and accidentally commit a securities violation without knowing it. The Securities and Exchange Commission does not care that you meant well. They care that you took money from people in exchange for a return, which is the textbook definition of a security. Here is the irony that nobody talks about. The same deal structure that makes you look like a savvy entrepreneur can also make you look like a fraudster. And the only difference is paperwork. We are not talking about intent. We are talking about documentation, disclosures, and a legal framework that separates the pros from the people on the news. The catalyst behind most of these disasters is optimism without infrastructure. You found a great deal, you needed capital fast, and the people who love you said yes before you could even finish the sentence. That moment feels like momentum, but without the right structure in place, it is actually a liability dressed up as a blessing. So let us talk about the rule that changes everything, and that is Regulation D. Specifically, Rule 506B, which allows you to raise money from up to 35 non-accredited investors, people who are not necessarily wealthy, as long as you have a pre-existing relationship with them and you do not advertise publicly. Think of it like a VIP dinner, where only people you already know can get a seat. No flyers, no Instagram posts, no "Hey strangers, invest with me," energy allowed. The psychological trap here is that because these are people who trust you, you feel like the formalities are insulting, like asking your mom to sign an operating agreement is somehow cold or transactional. But here is the reframe. The paperwork is not about distrust. It is about protecting both of you, and the investors who respect you most will actually feel more confident when you show up professionally. History is littered with investors who skipped this step and paid for it in court costs, broken relationships, and regulatory fines that dwarfed the original raise. There was a season in the early 2010s when crowdfunding hype made everyone feel like raising capital was as casual as a GoFundMe. And then the lawsuits started rolling in, and people remembered that real estate syndication has actual rules. The documents you need are not optional decorations. You need a private placement memorandum, an operating agreement, and a subscription agreement at minimum. And yes, you should have a securities attorney review them. Spending $3,000 to $5,000 on legal setup to raise $100,000 is not an expense. It is the cost of doing business without a target on your back. Now, let us address the misconception that only big syndicators need this level of formality. If you take even $1 from one person with a promise of return, you are in securities territory, full stop. The size of the raise does not shrink your legal exposure. It only shrinks the attorney's bill if something goes wrong. The practical lesson from every experienced capital raiser is this: lead with the relationship, follow with the paperwork, and never let enthusiasm replace process. You can absolutely raise $100,000 from people who know and believe in you, but you have to earn that capital twice, once with your pitch and once with your professionalism. Position size matters too. Do not take $50,000 from one friend and leave them dangerously concentrated in a single illiquid asset they do not fully understand. Spread the raise across multiple investors. Keep individual contributions to amounts each person can genuinely afford to lose, and make sure every single investor has read and signed their documents before a single dollar moves. The discipline of this process is actually what makes you a real operator versus a hobbyist with a good deal under contract. Anyone can find a property, but not everyone can raise capital ethically, legally, and repeatably. Consistency in your process builds a reputation, and your reputation is the only thing that lets you raise $200,000 next time and then $500,000 after that. At the end of the day, the friends and family raise is not a shortcut, it is a responsibility. And if you treat it like one, it becomes one of the most powerful and loyal sources of capital you will ever have. Discipline, sizing, and consistency are the whole game. And the investors who build lasting track records are the ones who never let a hot deal convince them to skip the boring but essential steps. Check out our links in the description below. Whether you are looking to get started in real estate investing, need contracting work done on a property, or want help connecting with the right lenders, we can help you take that next step the right way.